Hey guys, this is Arsenal Giants PS3 and this is episode 6 of our FIFA 12 Manager Mode commentary. Wow, these are really coming along now, episode 6 already. So, Player of the Month award for October. It came down to the wire, it was pretty hard, but actually, I'm lying, unanimously Brian Ruiz easily won it. There were a few shouts for Bobby Zamora, but only saw about 3 or 4 of them, and otherwise, I think Danny Murphy got a few and so did Granero. But pretty much Brian Ruiz was the unanimous winner actually, and so because of this I must take this opportunity to praise the godlike goal scorer, which is Brian Ruiz. You sir, you have done your part, therefore you are a good guy, you're a good guy Ruiz. So moving on to our next match is Fulham versus Tottenham. I decided to not play Ruiz actually. Well actually I just didn't decide to play him. I was going to play him on the right wing, but decided not to in the end, as, I don't know, he's played all 11 matches actually, and he deserved a rest. So he started off the match pretty well. That's how well we started off, pretty much. Dembele just looks up, sees Gomez, I think it was Brad Friedel, not sure, off his line. Now this is actually a London derby, I forgot to mention, but, I'm pretty much dominating this. I mean, Dembele's goal and Bobby Zamora had a chance there, took way too long over it. And then, although I was controlling the match, it's a penalty. What do we think the result of this is going to be, guys? Yeah, we know Swatch is going to save it. We know he's got... Well, I've conceded my first penalty after a run of 6 consecutive penalty saves with Schwarzer. But Dembele... another shot saved, really dominating this match. A beautiful ball forward from Zamora, finds Dembele, and then he just, on his wrong foot, on his right foot, he just couldn't quite find it. But Bobby Zamora sprinting past the defence, and a pretty good finish, just smashes it past the keeper, 2-1. Excellent, look at this, smashes it, goalkeeper's got no chance. And at half time it is 2-1 to Fulham over Tottenham, which is a pretty good result, I was really surprised. So, another good through ball, takes it past the keeper, and then Dembele just can't get it on target. It was a pretty hard angle to be fair. And then a rather trampy goal from Fulham for Jermaine Defoe. Tramp goal right there. But then Dembele, you can't stop him. And on his left foot, his preferred foot, just slides it past the keeper after another good through ball from Bobby Zamora. Brilliant finish, And Van der Vaart here to equalise. Sorry Van der Vaart, not today. And then, and Risa! Yeah, I'm not very good with American commentary, but look at that for his shot, just brilliant. I think it took a little bit of deflection, but it ended 4-2 to Fulham against Tottenham, which was an awesome result. But sadly, at the end of that, Granero got an injury. He was only injured for 7 days, so for the next match, he should be available. And quite close to the top scorer for the Premier League is Bobby Zamora with 7 goals, compared to Van der Vaart with 8. He's a midfielder, so don't know. Anyway, Dembele has scored 4 goals and 3 assists in 5 matches. Olic 2 in 4, and Bobby Zamora with 7 goals and 7 assists, which is pretty damn impressive. And Ruiz really wanted to start the match. I'm like, no, you've played too many matches recently, but I decided to play him, not as a striker, in his more natural position as a right winger. I thought might try him out there, and needless to say, he didn't do well. So we are at Sunderland at the Stadium of Lights, even though it's called some stupid ass stadium. I really should have changed all the stadium names. Anyway, Olic with a pretty early shot there, came off the defender and goalkeeper managed to get down low. Olic played through on goal, really good through ball by Dembele, and then just finessed it perfectly into the top corner there with his left foot. I don't really like calling them finesses, but anyway, Fraser Campbell just runs in and floors, I think it was Hangland, and scores a pretty good header. And then Nicholas Bentner crosses it in for Tim Cahill, who Sunderland on FIFA signed this summer. Anyway, Dembele with a pretty good long shot. Aaron Hughes in a massively offside position heads it in, but unfortunately doesn't count. And then Schwarzer rushes out here to confront Bentner, and Bentner just gets absolutely floored. And at half time it is 1-1 between Sunderland and Fulham. It was pretty awesome. And then Dembele plays a really good through ball. Olic with a pretty terrible touch, plays it past the keeper, and nothing is given. No penalty. Ridiculous. And then Olic cuts inside, has a good shot. Goalkeeper saves pretty well. And then Dembele does the same thing, goes outside, cuts inside, but Dembele knows how to score these. Puts it in the 65th minute, 2-1 up. Really good finish from that angle, really nice. Just smashes it in with his left foot. Decided to take off Dembele for Bobby Zamora, and then I think it was Larson had a good chance there, and then Zamora playing it out wide, plays it to a Tuhu. See, I know how to pronounce it now. Thank you guys, a Tuhu. Played a brilliant shot. I mean, look at that, outside the box, just smashes it in. Beautiful. And then Angeleri, I don't know, I've never heard of him before playing for Sunderland. He had a good chance, missed that. And then Juwamong, or whatever, passes it to... I'm not very good with like Korean or Japanese or Chinese names, I'm no good with them. Anyway, Larson had a good chance and he fucked it up. Anyway, and then Ji Mong Yong hits the post. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I really don't know how to. Anyway, full-time result was 3-1 to Fulham against Sunderland, which was awesome. And our next match was against Arsenal, and I could not resist, amid Arsenal's actual results right now, to praise the good Lord Arsene Wenger for... And they play with such great discipline, which is actually a lie. We play with crappy discipline. We'd have like 3 sent off the season. Anyway, look at that Arsenal team. Brilliant. Without any injuries, that Arsenal team is pretty brilliant. Anyway, yeah, I'm starting with Bobby Zamora and Dembele up front, but you don't care about that. You want to see the Arsenal team. Look at that stadium. Beautiful. Anyway, so our last match is against Arsenal, and Arsenal just basically started off by literally dominating me. I mean, Gavinho had a shot there, came off the post, Van Persie smashed it in, that got a bit lucky. But otherwise, Arsenal were just all over me, and I just could not stop them. Van Persie in particular, just demolishing my defence time and time again. And then Mikel Arteta puts in a cross, and Mertesacker, free header, just puts it straight into Schwartz's hand, so I was really lucky there. And then Granero, this was pretty much my only chance. Up until 38 minutes, that was pretty much my only actual shot. Until... Dembele working his magic, gonna get past people, and then, wow, that was pretty impressive. He just shakes off 3 challenges and just smashes it in the bottom corner. Szczęsny can't get anywhere near to it. And then Chris Baird plays it to Zamora, a really good finish with his left foot into the bottom corner, and 2-2. Somehow I'm 2-2. And Gavinho here, picking any opportunity to fly to the ground. If only we had Joe Barton, that would have been at least slightly interesting at end to the first half. But at half time it ended at 2-2. And then I was pretty much, Arsenal yet again started out like mental, and I was almost defending for my life pretty much. I mean, every attack, and then I gave it away to Arshavin, who then smashed into my defence and luckily went out of play. Then Mikel Arteta played it through to Ramsey, and, well, Ramsey can't shoot for shit, so Schwarzer managed to save that pretty well. And then Arteta, completely free in the box from this cross, and just volleys it wide, which was harder than it looks to hit it wide actually. But then Van Persie just mugs me off again and gets his hat-trick against me, so it's now 3-2. And Dembele manages to do pretty well, but his shot goes wide. So I decided to sub off Bobby Zamora and Dembele, bring on Olic and Brian Ruiz, and Van Persie then got his 4th goal to make it 4-2. I mean, Van Persie, 4 goals, he's never done that before, which is pretty awesome. And then Brian Ruiz managed to get past the defence and a really good finish into the bottom corner, finessed it around Szczęsny. Just a nice replay there. Szczęsny had no chance, he came out a bit too far. And then sadly full time it ended 4-3, so that's my defeat there. And so at the end of the episode I was sitting in 9th place with 20 points, which is pretty respectable for Fulham. So, goal of the month definitely has to go to Dembele. You guys may have a different opinion, but this goal was sheer brilliant. It just takes it past the defence and then smashes it into the bottom corner. That's going to be my goal of the month. And now on to player of the month. I really enjoyed looking at all your comments and seeing who you thought was player of the month. So, we're going to keep that, but in my opinion it was Dembele. You guys may have a different opinion, so send in your comments about who you thought was player of the month, and then I'll reveal after tallying up the comments who it was in the next episode. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this particular episode, and thank you for watching.